In episode 4, I got back in touch with my dear old friend, and we went for a ride together. I found that I was even allowed back into villages this time, but I had to leave my horse as I went to revisit the loft, where I had a new milepost. Riding became increasingly difficult, so I had to leave her behind and bid a tearful farewell. Roofed forests were a theme, as were jumps into water, for me and sheep. More roofed forests, really bad jumps, and I got myself into a very sticky situation right at the world border, which took quite a few of my hearts. More roofed forests, and finally I made my way to the milepost where I ended the episode. Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Batty Goes Full Circle. As you can see from this graphic, we've just completed the 4th leg and we're going to be moving on to the 5th leg this time round. I've just got to get rid of a few spiders that are in my way. They've been waiting for me all night. Good. Away we go. As you can see, the first thing I've got to do is actually to go back, because I've got a map that I need to fill out. So I'm going to go back quite a long way. In fact, see from this map I've hardly filled any of it out at all, so it's probably 2,000 blocks that I've got to head back. This woods, this forest here, is the one where I actually made the map, so I'm about halfway back in there. I really don't want to go through that bit because it was not the nicest place when I went to it last time. Bad memories of that. Such views, eh? It's very nice round here. Horses! There's so many horses! If anyone on IronHeart really wants to go and find a place where there's plenty of horses to be had, I've been through a number of good locations around here. It's getting towards the end of the day after all my walking, and I've just got this feeling that going up on top of this high land, even if it involves a swim, might be worth getting off the ground and out of trouble. Although I'm getting myself into so much trouble trying to get up there. I really don't know what I'm doing right now. Probably organised drowning, I think, is what was going on. I think a change of mind and let's just go into the rock, and that is a good place to spend the night and have some dinner. As you can see, I've still got a little way to go, so as the morning comes and I deal with the creepers who are waiting for me as I descend, there's several of them around here. Gives me a bit of bow practice at least. Right, I think that's all of them out the way. Away we go. I like this bit. It's a lot quicker going down than it was to ride and swim my way up that. Now, we're on our way back. We're still going back, of course. It's pretty amazing looking caves around here. Look at that. That's a tree inside it. Looks dwarfed by the huge scale of that cavern. But I'm not going in there. I'm keeping well out of any caverns like that, because as you can see, I'm using the shader packs this time, and everything gets so dark outside of the sunlight that I could fall down anywhere, I could get attacked without even knowing what was going on. So I'm staying up on the surface as much as I possibly can. It's a bit of a shame really, because I would also like to get involved in a few bit more adventures. Right, this is pretty much as far as I need to go backwards. As you can see from the graphic again, this is the point where I turn round and I'm trying to go back to where we started this episode, milepost number 4. So it's quite amazing really that looks like someone's been sawing the land in half here. As I was saying, it's quite amazing the extra distance I have to travel. I probably cover 3 times the distance of the... Hello! Oh, it's an old friend. I'm going to come back here for that donkey one day. Yes, I end up travelling about 3 times round the entire IronHeart Great Circle, because I have to go back for maps. Right, dark is coming. Time for another stop. I still haven't got back to where I started the episode. And this is more of those roofed forest canopies. I can hear, yes, spider. I'm sure there's a skelly clanking around as well. Yes, there is. Right, so, ooh, that spider sounds like he's chasing me, but I can't see where he is. Oh, there he is. Yeah! Must have come out of some gap behind me and climbed up. Now, where's he gone? He's very close. Oh! I wonder if I changed the noise that it makes when you get hurt, it would actually sound less painful to me. Because I do feel a physical pain whenever I get hurt by something in this. Right. I think I'm a little rattled by the experience of being attacked there. And certainly making an awful job of trying to get my water back here. I think I'll leave that. There's plenty more water to be had. That was nearly down that hole. There's plenty more water to be had. Here's some, for example. A flying leap? Yes. Yes. Oh, just made it. I'm really glad that I'm jumping too far. Like last time I hurt myself because I jumped right the way across a river. This time I just jumped far enough. By the way, I'm doing this because my food supplies are getting a little low. I thought I'd brought plenty enough for this stage of the journey, but it's not going to be enough. I'm going to run out. And that in the distance is, yes, there we are. I'm finally back to milepost 4, and I can start to make some progress. So this is land that I haven't yet been to. And there's another roofed forest. Amazing, isn't it? We're coming towards the... That sounded like that was a baby zombie under the ground. Yeah. Very strange. Must be a cave just under there, I guess. Not nice, whatever it was. But, so the sun has just set. So it's another night on a tree canopy. I'll make one of my little Batty towers. Oh, excellent. A spider waiting for me, just like last time. Hello, where are you? Are you going to come up and smack me in the back of the head? Maybe not. Okay. Oh, Enderman as well. Right, excellent. I'll make some distance between me and them. Right, time for another flying leap. Much better, although that zombie is not too pleasant, but I'll avoid him. They're much too slow. Right, the altitude is getting higher and higher up here. Snow-capped peaks. That's an unusual sight on IronHeart. Look at those. That's amazing. Wow, it's like tree-topped extreme hills on top of a huge gap. Look at that. That water was still flowing down there, like this land generation has only just come to life, only just been loaded. Ah, this is better. Actually, this is much more like the ordinary world that you see on IronHeart. Forests everywhere. Well, this one is particularly pretty, isn't it? Look at that. One of those flower forests. It's nice. Wow, riot of colour. I'm enjoying that. Whoa, more amazing views. It certainly looks quite icy. Yes, it is. Look, on the 1.7 world, I don't think I've seen one of these yet. It's a much warmer, milder climate on 1.7 than our 1.6 world. 1.6 world, we had a lot of snowy areas, but ice plains, amazing. Well, we can still hold out the hopes that one day we'll find nice spikes. Ooh, I can hear Mr. Skelly. Can't see him. Can't see him. It's really getting too dark. I really ought to be getting somewhere safe. Like this. Still can't see that Skelly. He was clanking like he was making a beeline for me, but maybe he was in a cave. Next morning, and off we go. I needed to find this place that I seem to have gone past where I need to make the next map. 2,000 blocks from where I made the last map, so they all tessellate together. And here we are. So, of course, you know what the first thing is that I've got to do. Batty has to go back, although not so far this time, only about 500 blocks. It shouldn't take me too long. We're going through all the pretty bits again. I love it. Sunshine, flowers. Are bats supposed to like that kind of stuff? I thought we were supposed to like darkness and cold and caves. Ooh, hello Netty Handler. Excuse me. We will resume service in a moment. We're back. And we seem to have gone back a few blocks. We were down there a little bit further when it cut out. I don't know quite what caused that one, whether that was me or the other end having a problem. But so, we're still going just a little way back. Ooh, I don't like those ominous noises. I think they're quite safely tucked down there in their cave though. Right, yet another night time has come. I won't even bother telling you what I'm going to do now. And I think this is about the moment when we can start going forward again. There we are, making our way back to where I made the map. There! That. That was the same one that I saw on the way up there, and I completely forgot about that hole in the ground. That was where I heard the skellies clanking. Ah, leaps into water seem to be the theme of the day as well today. And that was they should have had a sign there saying deep end, no children. Hello? Hello, sir? You burn away. Right. Am I getting back to the place where I made the map? Can't be far away. There's the ice. Is that the icy areas over there in the distance? Yes, yeah. Right, we're out onto the ice, which looks amazingly different in the sunshine. So blinding. I'm wondering how much longer I will actually use the shader packs for. I know it looks beautiful, but to be quite honest, I take my life in my hands every time. Nearly fall damage, mob damage. This is change, isn't it? A little bit of boat travel. Look at that place up there. Now that has got to be like a ruined castle, isn't it? I bet it's just outside the world border, to be honest, because otherwise that would just be a brilliant place to go and live. The Bat Castle lives again. I did have a Bat Castle on the 1.6 world. I think it's time for another overnight stop. I'm almost losing count of how many times I've had to stop overnight on this leg of the journey again alone, because I've had to do 2 major stretches of going backwards to fill out the maps. So every time, and I think that's possibly another thing about playing in the shader packs, is it makes me much less brave, and I just go and put myself safe as soon as night comes. Right, we're able to go on, make a bit of progress, and oh, the sea has come again. It's time to get in my boat. It's really nice that the boats don't break quite as much as they used to. It used to be that you needed to make 4 or 5 boats for every trip that you're going on. Now I think I'm not far away. This is almost where the milepost is supposed to be. Not down that hole. That would be a marvellous place to have a milepost, wouldn't it? Would be if I found the exact spot was there. But actually it's about here. It's in water, which is not too much of a problem. And there we are, Batty, at the end of stage 5. So all that remains for me to do is make my official milepost. How many blocks high do I do it? 3, I think, with red clay on top. Yes. I can jump back here and put the sign up there. Official. Exact location of it. And there we are. That's it for this episode of Batty Goes Full Circle.